In this video, I'm going to share with you a method that will help you choose currency pairs in the best possible way. And as a result, you'll be able to pick the very best currency pair, the one that can actually make you money. It's not that simple, but I'll show you all the life hacks that will help you pick exactly the currency pair that, at this moment, will bring you success. So get comfortable and let's get started with the video. First of all, what you need to know is that choosing a currency pair depends on its movement. If you see that the price is moving very chaotically, like here, and you can't tell right away whether it's a downtrend or an uptrend, then it's better to skip that currency pair. And it doesn't matter whether you're trading with a robot or without one right now. It's still not a great situation because you don't know how to analyze it, and as a result, you're exposing yourself to risks. But there's some really good news. And the good news is that our robot doesn't care which currency pair to analyze. It can analyze any of them. For example, I choose the same currency pair and get a sell signal. And right from here, I open a sell trade for $1,500. It's true that with the robot, you don't need to pick currency pairs, but there are still some nuances, because we have volatile currency pairs, non-volatile ones, some where the price barely moves, and others where it's constantly going up and down. So, we need to take all these nuances into account. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to choose currency pairs for the trading bot. It's not that hard, and after just an hour of practice, you'll be able to get your first results and understand how this system works. By the way, I'll also share another pretty big bonus that I think a lot of our users will really like. As you can see, the price is already making a nice 6-point move, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and wait for this trade to close. And as you can see, the first trade brings me an excellent profit thanks to the booster bot's analysis. By the way, about the bot, where do you activate it? Where can you get this robot? It will be available through the link in the description. And only under this video do you have a unique opportunity to get it absolutely free forever. This is a one-time offer that I won't be doing again. So only under this video do you have the chance to activate this bot and get it forever. So go to the link in the description and activate our booster bot. And yes, this is a unique offer for our YouTube users. So here's a gift for you. And for anyone still thinking about whether to activate the bot or not, here's your unique opportunity. And let's test it out in action and take a look at a few more points regarding choosing a currency pair. The next thing you should pay attention to is the payouts on currency pairs. As you can see, some have small payouts, others have large ones, and actually, the higher the payout, the harder it is to analyze. But since we're working with a bot, we can confidently analyze even those currency pairs. Let's look at an example. Here, I'm choosing the Australian dollar/Canadian dollar currency pair. There's some pretty strange movement here. It's quite unclear. Now let's see how the booster bot handles this situation. It gives me a buy signal. Alright, I'm opening my buy trade right from here, and let's see why it's so hard to analyze in this case. First of all, take a look at the structure of this movement itself. We have some really strong impulses. For example, like in this segment, let's even zoom in and take a closer look. As you can see, the price is moving up and down very actively, which confuses the whole market. And honestly, for beginners, it's really hard to figure out where the price is going to go next. On one hand, there's a strong upward movement here, but on the other hand, if you, for example, open a trade to go up following the trend and the price makes a move like this, you can end up falling into a market trap. That's exactly why brokers set high payouts, starting from 80%, on currency pairs where it's hard to analyze the market, and on pairs where analysis is easy for everyone, as we'll see in an example later. There, accordingly, it's quite easy and straightforward to do the analysis. At one point, my internet froze, but as you can see, this trade closed in profit and brought me an excellent return. The price went up by 9 points, and as you can see, that's entirely thanks to the bot. I didn't do any analysis myself. I just got a buy signal and, accordingly, opened an upward trade. Now I'll show you a trade that I'll open myself with a small payout. Let's see what options we have and try to do the analysis on our own. Here we have a currency pair with a pretty small payout, British pound, Canadian dollar. And right from here, we could open a sell trade. Let me explain why. Here we have a classic sideways movement. So the price moves from the upper boundary to the lower one. So I noticed that the price has just reached the upper boundary, which means we're likely to head down to the lower boundary now. And from there, we'll move back up to the top. And accordingly, this will continue until a major player comes in and breaks through one of the lines. As you can see, we had 2 false breakouts, pretty significant ones, but even so, this movement is working out beautifully. And this confirms what I said about how it's really not profitable for the broker to make big payouts on currency pairs when the whole market knows how to analyze them. So, The more players understand how to analyze, the smaller the payout becomes. You can use this if you want to trade without a bot. And, by the way, I made a mistake in my analysis. As you can see, this move didn't work out, and at the moment I lost $1,500. Not pleasant. And it'll be even more frustrating if the price really does go down now, and I end up being right in my analysis, but with a wrong entry point. Let's not take any more risks and just trust the booster bot. That's why I'm going to cover this trade with 3,000. And now, in the booster bot, I'm choosing the same currency pair to cover the loss, and see how the booster bot will analyze the situation. And it's giving me a buy signal. Interesting. I'm opening a buy trade right from here. As you can see, my previous analysis really did go into the negative, and the price eventually reacted and bounced back. But now the booster bot has given me a sell signal. That means it sees that a large volume is about to come in, and accordingly, with this large volume, we might be able to break through this level. I didn't anticipate this situation, but as you can see, the booster bot did, and now we're at 34 points. That's just a phenomenal number. At some point, I felt disappointed because I wanted to show you a good example with a small payout. But as you can see, I got caught in the market's trap. The booster bot read the situation, and as a result, my own analysis ended up in the negative, while the booster bot's analysis brought a positive outcome. Once again, I want to remind you that today only, this bot is available to you absolutely free for lifetime use via the link in the description. There won't be any more offers like this, so make sure to grab it under this video. And yes, this link will still work even 2 or 3 months from now. So, only in this video, you could say, it's a unique gift for you. Alright, let's open one more trade. The next currency pair is Euro-Dollar. It's pretty tough to analyze the market here right now. As you can see, the pair is in complete chaos. Well, let's ask the booster bot where the price is going to go now. I select this currency pair, set the trade time to 1 minute, and now I'm waiting for the signal, and I get a sell signal. Okay, I'm opening a sell trade right from here, and honestly, the situation here is also pretty unclear. On one hand, we have a downward movement, but on the other hand, there's a level here that we haven't broken through. And since the booster bot just gave me a sell signal for 1 minute, most likely it thinks that we'll approach this level. Now, whether we'll break through it or not, we find out with a 3-minute or 5-minute signal. But as you can see, the breakout happens even within 1 minute, which means the booster bot read the market perfectly. And about choosing currency pairs, this is the main question of this video. With the booster bot, any currency pair works. But still, I recommend picking those currency pairs that have a payout of more than 75%. First of all, they have good movement. What does that mean? It means the currency pair is actively moving up and down, and that works in our favor. Accordingly, we can catch these kinds of moves for 30 or even 50 points. That's really good for us, and it's very safe if you analyze things correctly. The second factor is to avoid choosing currency pairs that are just standing still. This happens sometimes, when a currency pair just gets stuck. For example, right here, it moves actively, then slows down and stays in place. We skip these currency pairs and movements, even when working with a bot. That's why it's most important to choose currency pairs with good movement, good payouts, and that you understand. Again, right now I'm showing how to work specifically with the booster bot. When we choose currency pairs on our own, there are a few more factors to consider. We'll talk about those in the next videos. Let me remind you that you can activate this bot right now using the link in the description and keep it for the entire period of use without any limits and without minimum deposits. So, you just follow the link in the description and activate this bot. This is my gift to you. In return, I'd like to ask you to like this video and be active in the comments. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll know that my efforts aren't in vain. All useful links are in the description. You can see how well the booster bot works, and everyone has the chance to achieve the same results. With that, I'll say goodbye for now. See you soon.